everybody, and welcome to my coloring corner. I know it's Friday, it's not usually a live day, and I know I'm a bit early, but I don't care. Happy New Year! Hi, Ashley. Hi, Jennifer. So it is the end of 2021, and we're going into 2022. Let's hope it's not a 2022. So, there's a couple of reasons for the stream today. One, somebody asked for me to go live, so I did. And to, of course, wish you all a happy new year. Hi, JJ. Welcome, welcome. And the second reason is to test this microphone. So if I can get some feedback, that'd be great. Let me know. Yes, Jennifer did do it. It's all her fault. Hi, Deb. Hi, Cassie. Sorry about that. So if you guys can listen for whether or not you can hear me breathing heavily or anything like that, and let me know. Natural, not so natural. So, hi, Barb. Yes, I know Betty White did pass away, and we will issue that, take on that issue as well. It's a very sad day. Betty White was an icon that everybody loved. I adored her. So, there. There, that's about as. That's all your fault, Jennifer. Heard that? Yeah, I bet you did. All right, so this other reason for the stream today is to, of course, compare the Faber Castell 100 colored pencils, the black barrel, the blacks, to the Faber, what we can obtain here in the U.S. with the, because these come from Brazil. These you can get in the U.S. and you can get them up to a 50. The 50, yeah, definitely good run. So this one here, you can get in the U.S. They do go up to a 50 on the Faber-Castell site. The 50s are a round barrel like this one that you get in the 100s. These ones are a triangular barrel, so we'll be testing those against the blacks. And when I was looking for these, I found these. So I put them both on my wish list, and a wonderful, wonderful person that follows me and has been a huge reason for my success bought them for me for Christmas. So I thank her very, very much, and we will play with them. Hi, Ronnie. Happy New Year. I know it's New Year's Eve, but, you know, it's the last stream of 2021. So we got to, do it right. So I will put this aside because this one is in the pencil holder. So let's get started with this one. We'll take a look at them. Let's see, how do we open it? So this one opens this way on the back. You pull this little tabby out. Aw, that's cute. And then you pull out the sleeves like that. So there's two sleeves that hold the pencils, which is kind of cool. They're not attached or anything. There's nothing holding them in place. They wobble around. So, of course, that's not going to do me well. They are a triangular barrel, where this is a round barrel. So I'll compare white to white. They do seem to have the same length. I can't say that they're the same width because one's triangular and like one's round. They do look pretty much the same in the whiteness of the lead. Now the difference you'll see, switch you over to the close-up camera. Ah, you're on your phone. So the difference you'll see right away is the Super Soft, the round barrel, has Eco Super Soft on it as well as a number, and then the Faber Castell, the same as the one that we can get here in the US, which is a triangular barrel. Well, I will miss you. Oh, well, thank you. Okay, so the difference is the fact that it has a number as well as the logo. So far, and the fact that it's round, not triangular. So let's try to sharpen the white here. And we're going to take a look at these ones as well. To open these ones, you pull this little spot here up at the top. The packaging on this one is 100% recycled material, and the wood is an eco-based wood. So the difference between the natural ones and the black barrel, as well as the regular pencils, is that it is a hexagonal pencil. There is no name or number, but it does have the verification that it is bonded all the way down the barrel, which is interesting that this one doesn't have that verification. They seem to be about the same length. The tip dip is a little bit shorter, but that's perfectly fine. This one doesn't look as white, but that may be because this one is on a black, in a black barrel. It looks whiter. Oh, I will never, ever want to get rid of you, Ashley. Ever. Ever. If I could carry you in my pocket, I would. Okay, so sharpening the triangular one went quite well. Didn't jam up my sharpener. So sharpening them worked quite nicely in my little crank sharpener. Yeah, they do look really nice against that black barrel, don't they? It looks really white against that black barrel. Okay, so I've got my color chart here and I've got some black areas. So let's start with the black Faber Castell. And I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on it because I know white pencils don't usually show up white if you don't put the pressure on it. And I think it's doing quite well. It is kind of a gray color. It's definitely not a Prisma kind of white. But I think it did okay. So that's our black barrel one. Now, excuse me. I have this tickle in my throat every now and then. I'm just trying to see if it states whether or not these are a oil base or a wax base pencil. It feels kind of like an oil base. It just says extra smooth, soft, super soft lead for rich, brilliant colors, ideal for light colored and dark papers. So it doesn't actually say whether or not it's oil or wax based. So we're going to do the naturals now. And it seems to be a little bit softer than the black barrel one. Can everybody hear me? That is going to be a problem. My microphone just shut itself off. So that'll be a problem. So I think they look pretty much the same. I think this one is a little bit whiter than this one. Yeah, definitely not as, yeah, not as white as it could be, but definitely still a good white. This one here, to me, looks a little bit darker or brighter than this one, if that makes sense. Maybe it's because I left more of the black. But these ones here, the black ones, are a harder pencil, definitely. The naturals seem to be less hard. Okay, good. Poor Augie. Okay, so there's our whites. So let's do our yellow. Okay, and then the yellow from the triangular barrel one here. Again, really close to the same colors. And we'll grab the yellow from this one. One of the yellows anyway. Let's see if we can match it up. Yeah. So all of them look pretty close. This one here is a little bit lighter, but these two look exactly the same. And we'll compare black to black in just a minute here. So let's do the black barrel first. Hopefully I don't have to turn that, keep turning the mic on and off. Because my husband charged it last night and said it was fully charged. So that yellow is quite yellow. It's a really nice yellow. It went down quite smoothly too. Hey there, Mandy. Ooh, nice. A newbie colorist. Hi, Dawn. All right. And then we have the naturals here. Like I said, it looks like it's a lighter yellow, so it will probably be a lighter yellow. But still a good yellow. And once again, this one feels a lot softer than the black barrel, but they are pretty close together. They're pretty close. So those are the yellows. Let's see. Oh, Mandy's been here a while. She's at her friend's house. And her friend is a new colorist. Mandy's a longtime supporter. We love her. All to bits. I'm going to embarrass her now. Okay, and then we've got our orangey color here. This is a step towards an orange from a yellow. Pretty good yellow color. And I think I'm able to match them up pretty closely between the... Oh, goodness. Choo-choo train says hello. Between the naturals and the black barrel. Yeah, she's been around. We love our Mandy. Hey there. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. been a while. Okay, so we've got our yellows down here. So it's these two yellows here, this one 725 and 701, that I do believe are a close match to those. Let's do it this way. Trying to figure out the best way to do it. So yeah, they're a really close match. This one here seems a little bit smoother, but I think those are a pretty close match to these two. All right, so the next one, of course, is going to be orange. Doing them both at the same time is weird to me. So, of course, orange. And it's going down fairly smooth. But like I said, the black barrel ones seem to be a little bit harder, but they do smush really nice. You can use a good heavy hand with them without too much trouble and still get a good layer on them if you want to. And now for the natural. And both of the Faber Castells that I'm using today are available on Amazon. I haven't linked them in the description or anything yet, but I will after the video or after the live stream. Pretty close. This one here is lighter. And no, I don't. Yeah, there is. I was going to say I don't think there's a dark red, but there is. Or a dark orange, I mean. I have hurt my hand somehow and it's throbbing. It's my left hand, so it doesn't matter. Except for when it starts throbbing and hurting, then it matters. Hey there, Bee. Happy New Year. Yeah, somebody asked for a last stream of 2021, so I figured I'd go out with a bang with some Faber Castells. And since this evening I will be probably cowering in a corner with my dog because the state is allowing fireworks. Well, enjoy your dinner. Oh, grocery list. So chocolate, 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 and more chocolate. So this one here is darker than this one. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but right here. I seem to have bruised it or something. It's not nice. Yeah, no. Shyla hates them. She's terrified of them. So now we're at our red. It's a good red. And we'll do a head-to-head test of them against the other ones too. So we'll put them right up against each other and see if we can see the difference. So my headset has decided, yeah, no. Happy New Year, Tammy. Good day. So I will actually have to tell hubby that that's not going to work because I can't have it shutting off in the middle of a stream like that. So I apologize if you have to turn up your volume, but I'm going to have to use the microphone on the camera. So this red is not as vibrant as that one, and it's a little scratchy. It's just like it's dry. Interesting. Hi, Stacy. I've missed you too. Yeah, it shut off right in the middle. It's like, no. All right, so hot pinks. So we've got some hot pinks here. So I apologize if you gotta turn up your volume. Hopefully you don't, especially if you're watching this on a playback, because the ads will be loud. I may not be, but the ads will be. And then we have our hot pink in our natural here. So one thing that I kind of missed from doing the Derwents yesterday, there wasn't really a good selection of pink, which was surprising to me. Hopefully with the 28 that I'm missing, there's a good pink in there. I like pink. That's not too bad. This one here seems darker than this one up here. And let's do this one. And this one, I think. Unless there's, oh, there's more over there. Oh no. Okay, so I'm going to have to wait on this one because the blacks have more dark pinks than the other one here. And reds. Oops. Okay, so this one here. Okay, so this one may be the match to that one. The 100s, the Faber Castell 100s of the black barrels is no longer available on Amazon. So I don't know when they will be getting them in or if they'll be getting them in. So this is a nice pinky red, deeper red than this one. So we'll put that there. See what other colors we have in here. Here's another red. This is more of a burgundy red. Probably should have gone into the browns. Nice color though. Hi, Crassus. Welcome, welcome. I hope I didn't wake you, Tammy. Okay, so I think that's it for the reds. Maybe this one. It's more of a red purple. Okay, so let's go with our pinks. I should have put this pink over there, but that's okay. They do cover really nicely. Even straight out of the box. Like, I haven't sharpened that one, these ones. I only sharpened the white. All right. So I need this one goes with that one. It's more of a darker pink. Very nice color. Hi, Dion. Welcome, welcome. Just checking to see if there's anybody I missed. All right, so this is a fairly nice pink. Definitely not the same as that one, so I think it's this one here that is the same as that one. And of course, it's one of the ones that I have been playing with, so I sharpened it. Such nice colors. So that one goes with that one, I think. And this one. Of course, these are going to be completely out of order because I've lost track now. It's a nice pink too. All right. Now let's put these next to each other so I can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm going to grab the lighter flesh tone color. I know I saw one in here. Okay, so these are the peachy tones. The naturals seem to scratch a little bit. They're not a cut the page kind of scratch. They're just dry sounding. They don't feel dry at all. They sound dry, but they don't feel dry. If that makes any sense at all. Alright, so what's close to this one? So the natural seems to be in between the two that I have for the black barrel. So I have a really, really light peach tone in the black barrel. And a dark peach tone in the black barrel. So I think the naturals actually fits in between the two peach tones in the black barrels, which is awesome. And of course, another one of my subscribers sent me a wonderful surprise and sent me a set of the Black Barrel skin tones that is only available in Brazil. And she sent them to me all the way from Brazil. So I have a good selection of skin tones in the 106 set now because of the Black Barrel skin tone set that she sent me. All right, so let's start in on our purples. It's hard to see what colors are what here. Those are browns and blues, and those are blues and greens. Okay. Hey there, Ambient. How are you? All right, so let's start with the red purples. So then we'll put in a red violet here. And I'm using the Black Barrel at the moment, of course, because it's up here. Nice color. Really nice lay down too. I'm not used to talking while I'm swatching. It's weird. Now let's see if we have a good purple that matches in the naturals. I think this one, yeah. Again, it sounds a little dry on the paper, but it doesn't feel dry. It's weird. Can definitely feel a bit of a quality difference between the two products. And it's just a grade difference. It's not a, this one's no good and this one's good. It's just this one feels a little bit lower quality than this one. Those there. And there doesn't seem to be a light purple in the naturals. So there's not a light violet red, violet purple, yeah, violet red, and there's not a light blue violet either. Where in the 36 set there is. Now the naturals are a smaller set, so they are only a 24 set, where this is a 36 set for the blacks. You found new people? No, you're not allowed to find new people. Oh, in the new streamathon, yes. I saw that. Okay, you're allowed to find those new people. I thought you meant actual people that you left, you know, YouTube, and we're all hanging out with new people. It's always good to find new people on YouTube, though. And here we have a dark purple. This is more in the full violet colors. It's definitely a violet. Hey there, Donna. Welcome, welcome. No, this one just started at 12:30. It's a very sudden one. I wasn't actually intending on streaming today, but somebody asked me to. And since it is the end of 2021, I figured I'd get one last in before I hit tomorrow's stream for 2022. Jennifer made me do it. Somebody missed me. Okay, and then we have our light violet here in the black barrel. And they're pretty good with being fairly true to their ends, which is great. So far, I haven't had any that are completely different than their tips, so that's good. Because I have them all piled up in a pile here, and it's going to be difficult to find them all. All right, so let's start in on our blues. So we've got some blues here and some blues there. So there's our blues for the naturals. And here's our actual blues and blue grays. Is there a blue gray in there? It doesn't look like it. There's lots of blues in this one. This is also blue. Blue greens. So that's going into the blue greens. And those are greens. All right. Yeah, it's Saturday for her. So what time do you stream? Is it tonight? And that's a blue green. All right, so as you can tell, there is a huge number difference between the blues and the variety of blue between the naturals and the black edition. The black edition does have a lot of blues and blue greens, where the naturals, because it is a smaller set, I do understand why they don't have as many. But this is only a 36 set for the blacks and a 24 set for the naturals. And the blacks have more than double. Although this one could be considered a gray. Let's put that in the grays. Because, yeah, I think it's a light gray. We're going to put that with the grays. So it's got double the blues and the blue greens than the naturals. And only 12 more colors. 12 more pencils, I should say, than the naturals. Okay. Yeah. I won't be awake. I'm sorry. 1:30 Eastern Standard Time is like, oh, maybe I might be. It'd be about 10:30, 11:30. So I might be awake. I might be cowering in the corner with my dog, but I might be awake. Cower under my desk with my dog and listen to you. Oh, Tammy, can you grab that Harry Potter spammer? Unless you can't see it. Oh, hi there, Davissa. I didn't see you come in. Thank you for grabbing that. Never mind. Yes, absolutely. It is a better time for you. Okay, so there we have our blue, and then we're going to do our blue over here. And the choo-choo train says hello. Now you guys know why I don't usually stream in the middle of the afternoon on a weekday, because the choo-choo train likes to say hello. Yeah, with it being New Year's, I will probably be awake because the state has decided in their infinite wisdom that it's okay for people to light off fireworks tonight. So, of course, being out in farmland, we have big fields around us where people like to light them off. And of course, my dog is terrified of them. So, that's a nice blue color, too. Yeah, I live literally next to one. It's in my backyard. And then we have a medium blue, and then we'll have the same kind of blue for the naturals. And this one must be a freight train because it's quite long. There it goes. Yeah, it was cool when the kids were little and used to get all excited when the train would come. As they got older and stopped being so excited about it, not so cool. And then we'll use the naturals. Yeah, yeah, that would kill that romance. Yeah, one way to kill romance, have children around. This one is definitely not as pigmented and does feel a little bit drier. Like I said, these are a lower quality um, product, a lower grade product, not a lower quality, but a lower grade product. All right, now we're going to go with this one, which is kind of a periwinkle kind of color. And it probably should have gone before the other one, but oh well. Hey, Leslie. Well, welcome, welcome. You are in the right place. That's all I can say. The coloring train is a fun ride. And this is a lovely medium blue. I don't know why it suddenly got so dark in here. Seems like my light turned out. And I think we'll put this blue Now next, this is the Naturals. So there isn't a really dark blue in the Naturals. Like a really indigo kind of dark blue. This one is a darker blue. But I'm not finding any that have any unbroken down pigment in them. And the Naturals are only about $10 on Amazon. So the Black Edition, the 36 out of the Black Edition are a little more expensive. But the Naturals seem to have a good amount of colors. For a smaller set. They've got a well-rounded set for a smaller set. And though they do have the lower quality or lower grade, it's not a lower quality. That's the words I'm trying to say. So that's a good dark blue there too. All right, now we're going to go into our green blues. And turquoise tealy kind of colors. Oh, I like that color. That one's pretty. That's a pretty color. The Black Edition can color on both white and black paper and have just as vibrant of a color. And we'll do our dark blue-green as well. They are a nice smooth pencil. I have the Black Edition 100s that are from Brazil. I do apologize. It seems my phone is ringing. And it is my husband. So I am actually going to mute you for just a second and talk to him. I will be right back. I am back. Sorry about that, guys. He didn't know I was going to stream today because I didn't know I was going to stream today, so it's a shocker to both of us. And he's coming home early today because it's New Year's Eve, so we're doing the dark blue-green from the Naturals here. Now I think the difference between the Naturals and the Black Barrel, other than the fact that they are hexagonal and not triangular, is they are a little bit lower pigmentation. They do give a great laydown of color. They're just a little bit drier. They don't have as much binder in them. And yeah, I think that's about it. These two here are pretty close to the same color. This one here has a little bit more blue in it. This one has more green. Black Edition is the Faber Castell Black Editions. They, as you can see, write on black paper as well as white paper. The naturals are something that I just found is an ecological pencil. They use a lot of recycled materials in the packaging, as well as use an eco-safe wood for their pencils. Hey there, Pamela. Hi, Marilyn. Yes. Yes, and they used to have on Amazon for a very, very short period of time the 100 set, which I purchased, but they don't have them on Amazon at the moment. So they're unavailable. Don't know when they'll be back. So these ones are the 36 set. They are available on Amazon. Faber-Castell on their website also has the 50 set available for U.S. residents as well. And the 50 set is the same as my 100 set with the round barrels. Okay, so we're going to start into our light green. A very light green. And the naturals are also available on Amazon. They only come in a 24 set from what I could find. If you can find a larger set, let me know. And of course, there's other sets of different things, so, I have to have them. I'm horrible. And then we have our light green in our naturals. So they're pretty close to the same lightness. The naturals seem to have a little bit more yellow in it. But it's still a lovely light green. And of course we will play with them all together and see if we can combine all three sets, as well as see if we can match all three sets in color. And here's a medium green in the blacks. Yes, the yes or no below the box is to, below the colors is for me to check whether or not they're scratchy, like if they're going to cut the paper or not. So because this one was nice and smooth, I would color in the no, because it's not scratchy, if that makes sense. I have a tendency not to do it because I'm lazy. But with really large sets, I actually do make sure that I fill that in, just because I have a tendency to forget which ones are scratchy. So I won't do it if it's a dry kind of feeling, but if it's cutting the paper, I will mark it as yes or no. Hi, Katrina. Yeah, I don't need more pencils either, but I have more pencils. Oh, tomorrow is going to be fun for y'all. And that's all. The y'all is my husband's fault completely. And I'm going to blame it on Shannon just because. Tomorrow we are going to be swatching and reviewing the Koh-i-Noor 144 set, because somebody said that that'd be cool. So here we have our dark greens. And that one I actually have a proper swatch chart with numbers and all that fun stuff for it. And just for anybody that watched on Wednesday, the box set that I was, excuse me, the box set that I was showing is actually on sale. I won't say that too loud. I won't say that too loud once my husband gets home because, you know, they weren't on sale when he bought them. Okay, so a good amount of green. It's got a light, a medium, and a dark for the naturals. And it has a light in between light and medium, a medium, and a dark in the black barrels. The the Marco Tribute box set is on sale. And we have 3 browns in the black barrel and a lot more browns. Let's pull them all out so I can see. And we have 4 browns in the naturals. That's interesting. Let's make sure. Yeah, those are both gray. That's interesting. So we've only got 3 browns in the black barrels and 4 browns in the naturals. That's interesting. So let's start with the naturals on the light brown here. But I will say, if you don't if you don't want the Marco tributes for the collectability of them or the collector's thing of them, of the box set, then don't. If you just want the Marco pencils, they are cheaper if you purchase them on AliExpress in the 120 set than they are to buy the 80 box set. Because you can buy the Marco Tribute in a 120 tin and they are cheaper. As well as the Remoir, because they are the same as the Remoir. The Remoir are just a little bit thinner, but they are the same colors, they are the same numbers, and that sort of thing. So, just so you know. So those are a pretty close match, that one to this one. And this is the next color. This one is more of a milk chocolatey kind of brown. Very nice color. Yeah, I haven't tried the tritones. It's just I've tried the rainbow pencils, and I didn't really like them very much. I wasn't able to get them to do what they're supposed to do. So I don't know if I'd like the tritone ones. So that's a pretty close match in those as well. This one has a little bit more of an orange tone to it, where this one has a little bit more of a creamy kind of color to it. This is more like that color from the Black Barrel. So the Naturals has an medium color that isn't in the Black Barrel ones, in the Black Edition. So this one has a little bit more yellow. Yeah, even that one doesn't really match 100% to that one. Where the tritones only have the 3 light, medium, and dark in the browns. Still good colors though. And then the dark. Can definitely feel the grade difference between the two sets though. It's interesting. Okay, well that's interesting. Oh, that's that's awesome, Pamela. um, I may be buried by my art supplies, if that counts. No, I'm laughing with you. So our browns are pretty close. This one here has a little bit more of a yellow tone to it than this one. Not laughing at you. Yeah, I have some 4. I think there's 4 or 5 colors in them, and I just don't like them. They don't do what I thought they were supposed to do. I was able to use them a couple of times and get a really pretty effect out of it, but I don't know what I would use it for beyond what I used it for, which was a scarf. I won them in a contest. It's a nice light gray. Now the Black Barrel has more grays in it than the Naturals. Ooh. This one has some pigment chunks in it that weren't quite broken down. It's really the first one that I came across with that. That's interesting. Thought it'd be a light gray. Usually it's in the darker colors, not the light grays. So we're gonna mark that one. That one actually did do a scratchy scratch. And then we've got a dark gray here for the black barrel. So nice good dark gray. Hi there, Yvonne. Welcome. Good to see you. And then we have the black in the naturals. So the naturals only have one light gray and a black. They don't have a dark gray. It's strange. Even the black is smoother than the light gray was, which was a little odd. And then over here in the black barrel. Okay, so there we have it. I'm going to switch you over to the main camera here. Main camera, there we go. So we have our black edition up here at the top, our naturals here at the bottom. And if you look from top to bottom, our white to our white, they look almost the same. This one here looks a little more white than this one. Our yellows are about the same. Our oranges, this one here is actually a little bit darker of an orange. Our reds look the same. This pink looks the same as this pink. Well, no, about the same as this pink. There's more pinks in the black edition than the naturals. There's more skin tones in the black edition than the naturals as well as more purples, more blues, about the same amount of greens. Well, no, one extra green in the black edition. There is more browns in the naturals and more grays in the black edition. So all in all, I think they're pretty close to the same colors. This one here does fit in between these two, which is great. The naturals do feel like a lower grade of product than the black edition. The black edition definitely feels like a lower grade than, of course, polychromos or anything like that as well. So let us go on to the back here, and we'll pull some colors. We'll do a blue and a blue. I think it's this one. Yeah. And a red. And let's see if we can find the red from the... There it is. It's a little darker, but maybe this one will work better. Yes. And then, of course, our yellows. So we've got blues, reds, and yellows. So we'll pull a blue, a red, and a yellow. So there's our yellow. There's our red, I think. Yeah. And I think we can probably find a better blue. This one is closer. No. Let's see if we can find a closer blue. Because that one looks far apart. Let's say this one. I'm not finding the blue I want. And of course I've got them all piled up, so it's difficult to see them. Hey there, Wickabella. Hi, Pearl. All right. So we're going to go with light blue because that's easy to find here. All right. So those ones are a good match. So we'll go with the light blue. And this one. So here's all three of them all together. So we've got blue, red, and yellow. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our colors here. We're going to move these ones to the side because we're going to be using some of those in a bit here. What I'm going to do is, where did I put it? I have an empty pencil holder here somewhere, and I have put it somewhere and don't know where I put it. What I should do is I should put all these pencils in it so that I know where pencils are. But I can't find the pencil holder, so that'll have to wait. So on the back here, I'm going to take the triangular. I'm going to sharpen it up. Hi, Cynthia. Okay, I will call you Cynthia. And this one here. Of course, the round black edition has already been sharpened once. So we'll just give it a sharpen again. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our close-up here, go into our close-up camera, and we're going to do a layer of each. So this is the round black edition. So this is the 100. Okay. This is the 36, the triangular black edition. And this is the natural. Ooh. Definitely feel a huge difference between the natural and the black edition. But in color, there isn't a lot of difference. So this one here is the 100. This one here is the triangle. And this one here is the natural. So there's not a huge amount of difference in pigmentation, but the feel between each of them there is a difference. The 100 is a little bit smoother than the triangular, both of which are a lot smoother than the natural. So that's really interesting. Now let's see if we can use them together. So I'm going to take the round yellow, the triangular red, and the natural blue. And we're going to do a rainbow gradient or a rainbow blend. and see if we can use all of these products together in one. So I'm going to sharpen them all. Oh no, no hot flashes. I used to hate hot flashes. I am playing with the Black Edition and the Naturals by Faber Castell. Alright, so I'm just going to make sure that all bits are off of each end, because sometimes the sharpener will leave little bits in places we don't want it to. Alright, so this is the triangle. So the red is the triangular. Fairly smooth lay down. Go and make sure we put a tail. And see how many layers it takes to build it up. So that's 1, 2, 3. So about 4 layers to get a good buildup of color. There's still a lot of white spot there though. And I am not pressing hard. If I pressed really hard, I could do it in 1 layer. Hi there, Catherine! Happy New Year! So the yellow is, so the red is triangle, the yellow is the round barrel, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it takes about 4 to fill in the white spot. I'm going to go back over the yellow with the red just to fill in the white spot areas. Okay, and then we're going to go into the yellow with the blue. And the blue is the naturals. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it just seemed to, over the paper itself, at about 4, it seemed to stop accepting any more color, even though there's plenty of white spot there. So I think at light-handed, you'll get 4 or 5, but then you'll have to start pressing a little bit harder. Because as soon as I started pressing a little bit harder, it started picking up more color again. But I do have a gradient or a rainbow blend here from the red to the orange, yellow, green, and blue. So they do blend together quite well. And that was pretty much what we were trying to see here, is if we could take one from each set of pencils and blend them together. And they do blend together, which is great. Yeah, absolutely can see the green, can see the orange. So definitely blends all 3 different sets together. So you can use them together and create an entire set of pencils. You may have duplicates in color, but you can use them together. Okay, so now let's check and see. I know that the round barrel I've done the testing on the round barrel, and I know that they do move a little bit with water. Not a whole lot, but they do move a little bit. And I do know that they do smudge. So let's test the other two and see if they move with water or smudge. So we're going to take the red from the triangles, the blue from the naturals here. We're just going to put down a good heavy layer. And we're going to make sure our dust brush is close by. So make sure that's all cleared off. And then we'll take our... You can definitely feel the lack of binder on these naturals. So I'm not sure if they changed the type of binder they use, or if it's just not as much of a binder as with the blacks. So I'm going to drag down. So the black does bleed, like it does move. The natural in the blue does not. Let's do a natural in the red. I do find that reds will have a tendency to move a lot more than lighter colors. So I'm going to check this natural red and see if it moves, and it does. So they do move with motion of your hand. I'm going to put a heavy layer of this one down. This is the black edition, and this is the natural. I'll put a good addition down, and we'll see if they move with water. So we're going to put underneath it the B and the N, just so we know which one's which. And we're going to grab our water brush. Yes, they can definitely be replaced with each other if you need to. So the black edition does move a slight bit. However, the naturals don't. Oh, there we go. It takes a little bit more, but definitely not as much as the black edition. They don't completely dissolve, so of course they're not completely water soluble, but they will run a little bit if you use a water medium on top of them. The naturals not as much as the black edition, which is interesting because they don't feel like they have as much pigment, so they may have a different type of pigment in them. However, the information on the back does not state any changes to the core. It just states that they are 100% carbon neutral, and that the barrel is made with 100% certified and sustainable wood. So that's good to know. So they are a socially responsible company. All right, so those are the tests that I'm going to do. I have done a lot of different tests on the black barrels for the 100s, and you know, they're about the same. They blend really well together. They create the rainbow. The red, blue, and yellow all move with motion of your hand. The red didn't move a whole lot, but it did move a little bit. The blue a little bit more. The yellow didn't move at all. Now, for budget-wise, the naturals are $9.98 or $9.99 on Amazon for 24 pencils. All right, Jennifer, thanks for stopping in. Have a great dinner. So they're $10 for a set of 24. The triangles are a set of 36, and they are, I think, I want to say 15 or 16, but they could be more. So they are fairly budget friendly if you want to start a collection of the black barrels and that sort of thing. The 100s, not so budget friendly, they were about $70. So about 70 cents a pencil for the 100s. All right, so I have a picture. I'm going to switch you over to the main camera here because we're going to work on this picture. And I'm going to show you the different things that I have done on this picture. So on this picture, I have worked with only Faber Castell products. The sunset in the background here was done with Faber Castell polychromos. The rest of the work on this picture, I'm trying to get the whole picture in here for you. The rest of the work on the picture, the curtains, the walls, the chair, everything else, was done with the Faber Castell black 100s. So the ones with the round barrel. So I want to finish this picture off. I've got her to color and little bits, the squirrel and the dog, and little bits around to color with the Faber-Castell naturals, as well as the black 36s. So I'm going to try to pull all my black 100s out. And we'll color a little bit, and we'll see if there's a difference or a noticeable difference in the picture between the different colors and the different pencils, which there shouldn't be. So, hopefully there won't be. So I'm going to put you back on the close-up here, and we're going to start with her hair. I'm going to use this one, and this one, and this one, and maybe this one. So I've got some lights, some mediums, and some darks. So I'm going to start with the naturals because it's a harder pencil for her light colors. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use the triangles for the light color. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to do the light first, and we'll get a base of the light. This is a triangle, so this is one of the black edition. And then we'll do our flicky flickies with the mediums and the darks between each brand. Well, not brand, but level of this brand. So I hope everybody is going to have a wonderful, safe new year. I know that it's going to be an interesting year, that's for sure. We're going to have a year with, we're going to start the new year without Betty White. How insane is that? I figured that woman would outlive us all. She was so spunky. If that tells you what 2022 is going to bring us. Hopefully not. So we've got the one layer down. Now we're going to go into a medium tone, and we're going to use this one from the Naturals edition. Okay, yeah, I think the ones I have are Fine Touch or something. I'm not quite sure. They're like I said, I won them in a contest, so not something I purchased. So I'm layering on top of the black barrel with a natural, and it's going down, but it's not going down as dark as I would have expected it to. And it could be because I put a good layer of that light tone underneath. But it's interesting. It's actually blending right into it, which is really good, but it's an interesting feeling going from that soft, squishy kind of pencil to the medium, harder pencil. So I'm going to try both of the dark pencils for the darker shadowy areas and see if they have the same feel. It's kind of interesting. I'm not usually one to mix pencils, so this is really interesting to me. Normally I tend to stick to the same set of pencils and not mix things up. So this is an adventure for me, as it is for you. But I like the combination together, and they do flick quite nicely. Could have probably got it a little bit sharper. And I think for the really dark areas, I might sharpen it a little bit more, just to get that in. Absolutely, she was gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Yeah, all of the Golden Girls were absolutely gorgeous in their younger years. And Betty's always been pretty, even in her senior years. She's a really pretty woman. And funny, oh my goodness, you could not make a funnier person. Okay, so I've got the two dark colors here, the dark browns. I'm going to make sure that I sharpen them up really sharp so that we could get that fine detail into those darker shadow areas. And I'm going to use both. One is a little bit darker than the other. And it does sharpen quite nicely. Not having any issue sharpening those triangles, so. Okay, so we've got them both into a really, really tight point. I put in a few flicks of the darker color here. So the one I'm using is the Naturals. And it seems to work quite nicely. Now I'm going to go in with the softer one as well. And we're going to break the tip off. So the softer one doesn't flick as nicely. These ones are going to work really nice for hair, the naturals. So even though you have some duplicate colors or close to identical colors, you may find that they work better than the softer black additions for doing those finer details and those dark shadows and finer details, because they are a little bit harder of a pencil, and they do seem to work a little bit better for those really fine details, like the flicking of hair and that sort of thing. They do combine quite nicely together. So like I use the softer Faber Castell black edition for the base, and I'm able to put these darker colors right over top of that base. And have them blend in. So they do require a little bit tighter of a point than I had on them before. The black barrel ones need to be a little bit less sharp because they do snap pretty simply. They're pretty soft. But they are making a good hair. Oh, there is another one. Hold on a sec, I need to report somebody. There we go. Hopefully he'll go away now. Yeah, exactly. It does show us how old we are getting. Yeah, Blanche was very hot. All of the actresses were, a lot of them are just absolutely gorgeous throughout their entire lives. And there are some that you look at them now and you go, what happened? But most of them are just absolutely beautiful. All right, I'm going to go in with the darker color here. All right. I think they work very nicely together for hair. What do you guys think? I think they work quite well for hair. Ah, awesome. Okay, so let's do a bit of a skin tone. Now she has a lot of sun on her face, so we're going to go really light with her skin tone. So we're going to use the black barrels here. Like I said, there's a lot of yellow coming off of that sun on her skin tone. So just going to add a little tiny bit more yellow. And blend that in a little bit. There we go. Now we're going to do her top. We're going to use the harder natural for our shadow areas. And I've already put in the yellow from the sunsets or the sunrise. So it's going to hopefully stand out against whatever color we put down. Otherwise, we're going to have to add a little bit more yellow. This is from Forest Girl. I cannot pronounce the artist name. Aapole or something like that. All right, now we need a lighter purple. Where is it? There we go. So I'm using the softer black edition on top. And pressing, giving a good medium pressure. Just so I can cover quickly. And they do cover very, very quickly with a medium pressure. You can definitely layer them, but you can also just squish them onto the paper, which is great. Because sometimes you just want to squish it onto the paper. There we go. Thank you. The book itself is available on Amazon and Etsy as well, I do believe, where you can get it as a PDF. I like the book, but I like to be able to print on my own paper too, so I have them in both, the book as well as the PDF. Because there's just something about coloring in the book sometimes. Especially if it has good paper, and this book does have really good paper. So. This one is printed from the PDF. Okay, and there's her sweater. Yeah, I did use this picture. The background is done from a Tips and Tricks Tuesday. So I did start this picture on a Tips and Tricks Tuesday. So I'm going to move it down. So this will just take a second. And I'm going to zoom it out a little bit for you. Just so you can see the whole picture area that we're working on. And for her dress itself, I'm going to use this brown for the base because it's got a nice milky kind of color. And I just like it. And I'll use a dark burgundy kind of color for the dark areas. And I'm not pressing hard, even though with these pencils you can press hard and fill in all that white spot quite easily. I don't want to fill in the white spot yet. I want there to be enough tooth on the paper for the shadows as well as any finishing work that we may want to do. So this is just the base coat, putting down a basic impression of what color it's going to be. And then we're going to take this one, we're going to put in a bit of shadow. And this is the lighter shadows. The one I'm using now is a natural. And I'm just following the shadow lines of the pleats in her skirt. The paper I've printed this one on is a Nina 67-pound paper. I also like the Spring Hill 67-pound. And I think it's a 160 GSM for the Spring Hill. I'm not sure about the Nina. The 110-pound is really nice, but it doesn't go through my printer, so I don't use it. My printer says, nope, I ain't doing that. Nice try, though. Alright, now we're going to grab this one here, which is a burgundy red kind of color of the black edition. And we're going to come up under here. We're just going to add that pinky tone to the skirt itself. Yeah, the hammer hill's nice. Yeah, my printer for some reason just does not like anything over a 67-pound. I don't know why. It just says no. I have a 110-pound that I was going to use for the covers of my swatch book, and my printer just would not print it. All right. I'm just going to take that brown again. Make sure that we get those dark areas. Combined with this burgundy kind of color, it makes a really good color. So makes a good shadow color. Right. Oh, nice, Marilyn. Yeah, I just have a really cheap little printer that actually my son's school sent. I homeschooled my son, so when I started homeschooling him a few years ago, his school sent me an inkjet printer, a Hewlett-Packard inkjet printer, and that's what I use to print on. My LaserJet won't even take the 67 pound. It does not like cardstock at all. And we're going to take that lighter brown, where is it? There it is. And we're just going to finish it off. And there we have her skirt. Hey there, Sassy. All right, now we're going to do her legs. So we're going to take that medium peach tone and the lighter peach tone, as well as a bit of a darker one. Where's my darker one? Oh, there it is. For our shadows. Actually, oh, goodness. This one doesn't sharpen very well. The triangle pink, dark pink or peach didn't want to sharpen, so it was not doing nice at all. I think we're going to actually grab, instead of this dark, or with this dark, we'll grab a bit of a gray purple too. I think I just had it. Where did I put it? I stuck it back in the bunch. Oh, there it is. Just for the shadows, we'll put a bit of lavender purple in there. The black lines under her skirt here is her shadow from her skirt on her skin. And that's the front of her skirt right here. So this area here and here are shadows from her skirt on her skin. So we're going to color those in the purple, as well as down here where her socks come in. Back here where the round is. going to come in with the darker pink peach here. And we're just going to fill that in a little bit more. Blend that into that purple. Oh, nice, Marilyn. Oh, yeah, my husband was looking at one of those for me to print with. They're a bit expensive, but sound like a really good printer. Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. I inhaled the wrong way, and now I'm going to end up sneezing. Now I'm going to end up sniffly again. I've been sniffly off and on all day. It's really annoying. Okay. And we're going to take this medium pink tone here. Just blend those two together. Like so. Oh, thank you, Sassy. I appreciate that. Now we're going to do some purple for her socks. And then we'll take the light purple from the black edition. So they do blend together quite nicely as well. So I'm finding it to be a very nice set to work together, which is really nice. And we're going to take some brown and do her. Oh, Charlotte heard somebody. Must be somebody at the door. Probably leaving packages or picking up packages, one or the other. I didn't order anything, wasn't me. And then we're going to take our light brown. Oh my goodness, well it is for me. Let's see. I think I have presents. I have more presents. Alright. I'm going to finish her slippers here. There we have it. Let's see what's in the package. Who wants to see what's in the package? Oh, I think I know what's in the package. Ooh, the tear. Yep, I know what's in the package. So, this package, there's another part to this package. I just have to find it and put it away so that it would not get lost. I'll have to find it before tomorrow because it's part of the giveaway for tomorrow. Switch you over to the full camera so you can see it. In this package is a part of the giveaway for tomorrow. There will be a autographed stamp that she has sent me to go into this book. And it is all about how to draw horses by Ruth Saunderson. So that will be one of my giveaways, a part of my giveaway tomorrow. It's so pretty. She asked me to order it and sent me a sticker for inside of it with her autograph. So that will be an autographed drawing book of horses by Ruth Saunderson. 25 step-by-step drawing lessons with reference photos. So that is what that was. All right, let's go back to our close-up here. Ooh, we've already been here almost 2 hours. So we're going to continue. So I'm going to do the puppy dog. And we're going to put the light color down first as a base. We're using the black edition for the base, which is a softer pencil. Now this dog is a little bit yellowy brown, except for his dark areas, which have a little bit of a red brown in it. I don't know why he has antlers, but his antlers are usually dark brown too. And he usually has a red bandana. No, it will not be autographed by a horse. It will be autographed by Ruth Saunderson. By the author. Although it'd be funny if it was autographed by a horse. The stream tomorrow will be at my normal time, which is 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm using the naturals now on the shadowy areas and the darker areas for his ears and whatnot. I'll also come in with a dark red brown for the rest of his ears as well. And his tail. And his spots. And I think we will get as far as the flooring underneath him done today. And maybe we'll work on him a little bit tomorrow. Although tomorrow is another review day, so we do have the 144 Kohinoor pencils to swatch and go through. So that may be taken up from all of that. So we'll see how it goes. Where is it? There it is. I know it was a joke. It would be cool though. Yes. No, I think it'd be 11 a.m. Central. I think you're an hour ahead. I'm not sure. I'd have to hold on a sec. I'll ask Alexa. Alexa, what is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard in Eastern Standard Time?
January 1st at 10 a.m. in Eastern Time is January 1st at 7 a.m. in Pacific Time.
Okay, she did it backwards. Never mind. I think you're ahead of us by a couple hours. Alexa, is Pacific Time behind Central Time?
This might answer your question. In Central Time, it is currently December 31st at 4:32 p.m.
So you are 2 hours ahead of me. So it would be 11,
I'm not quite
12.
sure how to help you with that.
It would be 12 o'clock Central Time, if that helps. I'm terrible with time zones. I'm absolutely horrible with them. Sorry, guys. Alexa was absolutely very little use. Yes. Thank you, Wickabella. That's awesome, Stacy. I hope it answered it better than mine did. I think mine gets sassy sometimes. All right. He's looking like a puppy dog. That's true. I get a little sassy every once in a while. I don't know if it's sassy or just smart assy. Oops, did I say that out loud? I lose my monetization now. I cussed. All right. I think I've thrown every brown available at this poor dog. We're going to do some black on his little nose. He does look like the Grinch's dog with the antlers and all. You are right. All right. Need some red. Max. Yes, Max. Yeah, Wednesday and Saturday are my normal times. This one was just I was asked to do a final stream for 2021 since it was the last day of 2021, so I did. This will not be my normal streaming time. Need some red. So on Wednesdays, I will normally stream at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So that would be 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern. And on Sunday, it's 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time, 12 o'clock Eastern, and 1 o'clock, or Central, and 1 o'clock Eastern. I think. I could be wrong. I would have to write really, really small. Let's see if I can get my small pen here. There we go. I put Max on his bandana, but it's really small. Okay, so let's do the floor. Now, I've been debating on this floor because there's no lines for it to be a wood floor. So should I do it as carpet, or what should I do? I'll move it down a little bit so you can see. There's the floor. So as you can see, there's no lines for it to be a wooden floor. So I'm debating on whether or not I should do it a nice light lavender purple. Let's take a look. Where did I put my handy dandy thingamajig? So we've got the teal greens here. So let's do it on our light side. So we've got our blue green. So the opposite would be an orange red. No, I don't have a wooden template. So I can either do it as a concrete in grays, or I can do it as a carpet in light orange, pinky, peachy color. Oh dear. So we have an orange peachy color that we can use for it to be a type of carpeting, or we can do a concrete, or we can do just a brown color for a wood. I am not good at drawing, so I do not know. Yes, I definitely hope you don't have to work. That would really, really not be fun. So what do you guys think? While you guys are debating that, I'm going to color the laundry basket. I think there's a lot of brown And with the tan tone colors I used for the ivory colors for the wall, I could definitely grab the book and see what color the artist used for it, because there's a colored picture in the book. But of course all my colors won't be, none of the other colors I used are from the book, so I don't know if it would match very well. Whatever is easiest. Well, easiest would be gray. And it would give a good standout for the colors that are on the wall, as well as the shadows. So if you want, I can definitely do it in a concrete, in the gray tones. Which will make all these browns stand out quite a bit. Gray, okay. That's what I think too. I think it would make the browns just pop. I know you don't hear very often make the brown pop, but you know. Sometimes if you have too much brown, it just sort of starts to blend together. And we don't want it to blend together. Alright, so we're going to take the gray from this one. Actually, we're just going to use these two grays and a black. So I'm going to use the black. I'm going to use the triangles for the entire floor just because I need it to be smooth and quick. I don't need to flick anything. So I'm going to start with the light gray as our base. And it's kind of a bluey gray, but once I put the dark grays and the blacks into it, it will show as more of a gray. More of a concrete kind of blue-gray color, which is kind of what we want, right? So let's get our shadows in here and sharpen it. Trying to stay on the camera for you. We're going to put in some shadow colors here. our black and put in our deepest shadows. Like so. We're going to come down here and add some more shadows. And up under here as well. Take our black and just make sure that edge looks like an edge. And then we're going to take this one. And we're going to fill in the white spot. Alright, now we're going to do this part of the floor here. Just putting down the base coat, then we'll work in our other grays, and then we'll go over it and fill in all the white spot. This is just a loosey-goosey coat. I'm just going to scribble it a little bit. Scribble it just a little bit. It's all Tammy's fault. Tammy has me scribbling again. And of course I went further than the wall, but we'll see how well this erases out. And then overshot the wall a little bit. So let's grab our eraser. There we go. And it erases quite well with the Nione pencil eraser. Hi Daniela. Welcome, welcome. So just being a little bit more cautious over in this area where things are a little more confined, so that we don't scribble over something. Make sure you don't scribble over his tail. Oh dear. Well, that's no fun. I'm sorry you gotta work. I would make him compensate you with a fine bottle of very expensive French champagne. Oh, I do not know how to do that. I'm sorry. I don't know if Bob's in chat. He might, but he might not be. Yeah, it's funny that book came in because I was a little concerned it wasn't going to come in. Because it said it wasn't going to be here until Sunday. So I'm glad that it came in. Because now I don't have to hold up a picture and say, oh yeah, and this one here. So for all of you that are into drawing, and want to learn how to draw animals like horses, make sure that you stop in tomorrow and hang out with us, because I will be giving away that drawing book as well as a coloring book that has horses in it as well, both of which will be autographed by the author. All right. And we're just going to go over it all one more time with the light gray and blend it all together. Get those dark grays all blended in. I'm almost done. I just have that one wicker basket to do, and the picture frames on the wall, and the squirrel. So I'll finish this up today after stream using these pencils before I put them away, and that way it's all done with just Faber Castells. They may not all be the same Faber Castells, but they're all just the Faber Castell brand. Different parts of the Faber Castell company, and they do seem to all work really nicely together. I myself can't really tell the difference between the two types of black barrels here, or the naturals in pigmentation and color. The lay down, the naturals are a little bit harder of a pencil, so they will work really well with your softer pencils for your hair and that sort of thing. Your deeper shadows where you want that nice crisp line. Oh, nice. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you don't have to work. So I'm going to switch you over to the main camera here, and we're going to grab our, where is it? We're going to grab our handy dandy blending pencil, if I can find it. So I'm going to use the Caran d'Ache blender just because I want to just burnish everything on the floor and make it all smooth. And the Caran d'Ache works pretty good on the black barrel pencils, the black edition. I want the little bit of white spot to show through because it is concrete. I did do it as a concrete floor. So I do want some of that white spot to show through. And there we have it. I've got a couple of little things to do. I've got the picture frames here, this basket here, the squirrel, and then the little cotton balls and the little jars there on the dresser. But all together, that's pretty much done. What do you guys think? Do you think that they all worked well together, or do you see any glaring um, deficiencies? Let's zoom you in a little bit here for the areas that we worked on. So the areas that we worked on with the um, triangular black edition as well as the naturals is her, the dog, and the basket here and the floor. Everything else, the background here, the sunset here was done with the Faber Castell Polychromos. Everything else in the room was done with the round 100 Faber Castell Black Edition. Yes, we did hear that Betty White passed away. It's very, very sad. Yes, she passed away at 9:30 her time this morning, and that just makes me sad. Yes, you have 7 hours and well, here we have 11 hours and 26 minutes before New Year's. Yeah, I didn't watch the news either. I was actually informed and actually had to look it up. So we have almost completed this picture. I did start it with a Tips and Tricks Tuesday on how to do the sunset or sunrise, whichever you want to decide it is, in the background. And then I just gradually continued to color it with the Faber Castell Black Edition when I got those. And then because I got the other Black Edition triangular ones that are available here in the US, I decided that I wanted to test them and see how well they work in comparison to the Faber Castell Eco Super Soft from Brazil. In my opinion, they are almost identical. The round barrel is a lot easier to sharpen, of course, because it's a round barrel. This is a triangular barrel, so getting it started is a little bit more difficult. They both have Brazil stamped on them, I do believe. I think that's what that says. Yes, so they both have the Brazil stamp on them. There's a Brazil stamp right there. But these are created for the US market. The core of them does seem to be pretty much the same core. The other ones that we were trying out today is a new set that I had never seen on Amazon before, which is the Faber-Castell Naturals. These are created with the environment in mind and are used with 100% sustainable wood, as well as their packaging and everything else is created with recycled materials. These are a little bit lower quality than the black barrel. and the black edition. However, they are very well pigmented. They are a little bit drier, but they are very, very nice pencils, and they work awesome for doing flicks like in the hair. This area here needs a little bit more. For flicks in the hair, as well as doing those really tight areas that you need a good, sharp, strong pencil for. But yeah, so all in all, I think they are a very nice, well-rounded pencil that matches up pretty close, if not exact, for the EcoSoft, for the black barrel triangular pencils. You can get the round barrel pencils that is exactly the same as this, up to 50 of them on the Faber Castell website. You cannot get the 100s here in the US off of the Faber Castell website. Keep an eye on Amazon though. They do get them in. That's where I bought mine, was on Amazon. However, they do state that they are unavailable and they don't know when they'll be back in. So keep your eye on Amazon if you decide that you want a full set of the 100s, which is the Black Barrel EcoSoft Faber-Castell. They do work very, very nicely on black paper as well, which if you have watched Amazon Tammy's channel, you would have seen her color on the black paper with them, and it's just gorgeous. I myself don't color a lot on black paper, so I don't have a whole lot to show you in that aspect. But yeah, I think they worked out quite nicely together. I think they make a really wonderful set of pencils. Welcome back, Celine, and not a problem. Always good to have coffee. So tomorrow we are going to go through a lot of information. So tomorrow is going to be a busy day. We have the swatch for these pencils. Let's see if I can get them out without knocking everything over on my desk. So we have the swatch for these pencils to be done tomorrow. We are also going to be going through and doing our testing for them and that sort of thing. And we're going to go through all of the things and expectations and stuff that I want to accomplish in 2022. Awesome! Yes, I like the Arteza. I love my Artezas, so. So we will be doing an unboxing and swatching of those, as well as while we're doing that, I will be going through the things that I have set up and put in place for 2022 for the channel, as well as for the Facebook group. Oh, so, your coffee. Okay. I read that completely wrong, Wickabella. It's like, for some reason, I put the R in front of the U. Drinking Russian tea. Sounds good, Maylin. All right, so tomorrow I will be back, of course, early in the morning, late in the afternoon, or mid-afternoon for all of you, but early in the morning for me. I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's Eve for all of us here in the US, for all of you everywhere else in the world that has already gone through your New Year's Eve celebrations. Happy New Year! And I hope that you all have a fantastic 2022. uh, yep, you need your coffee. All right, guys, until tomorrow, thank you all very much for watching. And of course, again, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's Eve. You all have a fantastic celebration. Either curled up with your puppy dog trying to keep her calm from the fireworks, like I'm going to be, or streaming like Tammy is going to be. Tammy will be streaming at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you all want to hit exclamation point Amazon Tammy, that will give you her YouTube address. And she is doing a color along a streamathon with several other wonderful people, and of course the list is available um, on her YouTube channel. Sorry, brain just suddenly stops working. So, um, hopefully Nightbot will be nice and give you that address. There you go. So make sure that you hit the like, comment, and subscribe on any channel that you visit during the streamathon, as well as my own. It is very, very appreciated, and it does help out everybody's channel. Um, Always leave me a comment of something that you want to see done or want me to be doing. Or if you, at the start of the video, wasn't having any problem with the sound, let me know. I don't know why the headset decided to die within an hour, but we'll find out. And yeah, other than that, guys, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Happy New Year's, everyone. Until tomorrow, bye bye for now.